In this video, we will be taking a tour of the lower wall framing for our home with a wraparound porch. And to kick things off, let's go ahead and get started with the front wall. Now, the first thing I want to point out about this wall is that the windows are not in proportion. You could move either one of the windows over and possibly center them in between the doors, or move this window here over a little bit to where you have the same measurement on each side over here. And I believe what I did here was centered this window in the stair landing. And you can get a better view of that if we take a look at the landing. You can see here where the edge of the landing provides us with the same measurement on each side. Another common thing that an architect or building designer might do. In a view of the master bedroom exterior walls here. And I'm going to go ahead and remove the building foundation every once in a while to provide us with a better view of the walls. So we are going to have a couple of posts throughout the wall framing, and this one here, I'm going to go ahead and provide you with a view of the floor framing. And the reason why we're going to need the post here to provide us with some support for the upper floor beams. And over here, we just added a few more studs. And in some cases, you might need to install a post underneath each one of the beams. And that won't be too difficult because the engineer is going to call out for a specific item and its location in the framing. So if we do run into a few more posts, you're going to have a pretty good idea why they're going to be there. And of course, our bay window, this is going to be in the bathroom. We're going to have a bathtub here, and a window that is going to come out at a 45-degree angle on each side, and each one of these walls, the walls on both sides here, should be the exact same size. Otherwise, it might look a little corny there. And if you notice on this side here, we are not going to have a large header. However, that is not going to be the case for the bay window in the dining room. And we will get to that in a little bit here. And of course, these headers will need to be rated to support the floor framing load above. So here, for example, looks like I have 4x4 headers, where those might work over here and over here, but over here we might need a 4x6 or even a 4x8. And I guess now would be a good time to point out that this video is not meant to provide you with structural lumber sizes that will work in your area. You will need to contact a structural engineer to provide you with that information. Let's go ahead and remove the floor and take a look at the back wall, where again we're going to have another bay window. And for those of you wondering what in the heck this is, in our bathroom we're going to have a sink here, and this will be a medicine cabinet. It will be a hole that will cut out of the drywall so that we can install a medicine cabinet later after the walls are finished and painted. Next up, let's go ahead and work our way down the back wall. You can see here where the interior walls will be intersecting into these channels right here. And of course, we will have a door here, probably a sliding glass door. And of course, another post to support another floor beam and another bay window. All three of the bay windows in this home will be the same size. And of course, another door, exterior door. Next up, let's continue working our way around the building where we have a couple of more walls, along with another support post here and another channel for the interior wall to intersect into, along with another exterior door. And of course, both of these doors will exit onto the exterior deck. And then our next wall, and you can notice here that this one extends beyond the framing of this wall here, exterior here, interior here, to provide us with a nice structural connection here, something that you're always going to be looking for when you're framing walls. And of course, the larger header I was talking about, this header here will be supporting a floor beam, and in most cases will require double trimmers on each side, which could create a problem if we're trying to have everything work out with equal measurements between our windows here. So I didn't change this because it would have messed up my windows. And of course, the window in the kitchen, we're going to have a sink on the other side. And the rest of our dining room here. Let's go ahead and finish the exterior tour with the front wall where we started. And again, these walls here will be a little taller than the rest of the house. And we will go into more detail about that when we take a tour of the roof framing and the floor framing. And we have another long interior wall here that will divide up a few rooms. And a large post. This post here is going to be supporting a lot of weight and will definitely require some type of a structural footing underneath it. And of course our channels here where we will be intersecting additional interior walls into this long wall. And in this long wall we will have another supporting post along with a post over here that will be supporting floor beams above. Let's go ahead and take a look at the walls located in our master bathroom. And hopefully I'll get this right. We will have a closet over here, shower, and a toilet. So the toilet will have a door on it, a little privacy. And we will need a supporting header for the opening into the shower to support the floor joist. Next up, let's head over to the entrance area. Remember, the front door is here and our stairs are here. We're going to have a walk-through opening here, a closet, and a bathroom. And of course, a closet underneath the stairway. And the entrance will be here, dining room over here, kitchen over here, living room over here. And hopefully you're still with me on this. Let's go ahead and take a look at the framing here. And another opening with a double trimmer on each side. This right here will be supporting the floor above along with this one. And when I say that, we are going to have a beam running across the front that will support some of that weight also. And try to make sure when you're laying out your framing that your breaks, the wall framing breaks on the lower framing plates are at least 4 foot away from the breaks on the upper framing plates to provide us with a nice structural connection again for all of our upper wall framing plates. And the last walls that we will take a look at will be the wall for the laundry area along with one of our structural posts there. So we are going to have a washer and dryer over here. You could always have the washer and dryer over here if it would work. And the reason why we don't have any windows over here is because these are going to be full height cabinets going all the way across. And that might even be the case over here for some extra storage. And of course, even though I have it in my model, it doesn't mean that you need to do it in your model. So let's go ahead and wrap this tour up. The next video that we are going to have will provide us with more information about the floor framing.